Hi, my name is Tracy with Bargain Cellular LLC, and I want to give you a quick walkthrough today of our Upfront Spiff portal and show you exactly how it works, how easy it is to use, and how much you're going to like it to do your activations for all the services that we activate for. Not only will it make things simpler for you, you're going to get your upfront money, you're going to get your spiffs and cash in your pocket at the time of every sale, so it's going to be pretty awesome. So the first thing you're going to want to do once we activate your portal is we're going to want you to log in. So I'm logged in here, so let me log out. You're going to log in with the credentials that we provide for you. This is just a test account that we're using today. Once you get logged into your service, the first thing you're going to want to do is fund your prepaid account. It's a wallet account, so the nice thing about that is you never have to worry about me needing your banking information. My company doesn't need your banking information. You don't have to worry about us ACHing your account or maybe hitting your account when the funds aren't quite there. You are in control of your own money here. And every time you do an activation here, you get to keep the lion's share of that money in your pocket, and then you just need whatever the balance is on your portal to be able to activate that line of service, and you'll understand that more as we go through the portal. So the first thing you're going to want to do is fund your account, but before you fund your account, you have to enter a billing, put in a billing profile. So you go edit billing user profile. If you don't have one in here, it's going to ask you, the only thing you're going to do is you're just going to see is new. So let's just say new. You're going to pick what kind of card it is. It can be a debit card, a credit card, a gift card. If you just wanted to fund a gift card just to do this with, you know, a prepaid Visa card to use all the time, you could do that as well. So you're going to put in your card number. Your expiration date with just the double digit for the day and the double digit for the year is all you need. You need the CVC code, which is the 3 numbers on the back of your card, and of course the billing address. And then you hit submit. That's it. Once that billing profile is in there, you can decide which one that you want to use. So, you know, I had already put this in, so it just defaulted back saying the same thing. So we're going to select this card that's on file. It's asking for the CVC. So now when we want to go load our fund, we want to go to refill account. It's going to ask you to select the one you want. And here, let me look at this again. You can go 100, 250, 500, and 1,000. Typically, we do $1,000. If you can see, there is a fee, but if you do the $1,000, it's like 1%. It's $10 on $1,000. It's not bad at all. The lesser amount you do, you know, the little heftier the fee is. 3% on a $100. You know, a little less than 3% on 250. 5% on 500. So, you know, the best we found is 1,000. But obviously, if you only wanted to do $100 at a time, that's perfect. You know, you are in control here, like I say. Then you enter your CVC number and you hit deposit, and it's going to put that money up here, and you're going to be able to review your receipts. You can see that we loaded $100 on this test account at a certain point, and we've been using that money to do, you know, to do tutorials with. So this is what we loaded. Once that money is on your account, you can see your balance up here, how much you have. We have $28 here. Now what you guys have been waiting for, and probably most of you want to see, is how you do these activations in here. So that's the next thing we're going to show you. I'm going to jump over here to the activation tab. And these are the services we can activate. So H2O, H2O Bolt, which is the unlimited internet, Leica Mobile, Net 10, Page Plus, Red Pocket, Simple Mobile, and Telcel. And as you can see, we have a service in here that's going to work on every tower that your customer could walk in. If they walk in with an an AT&T phone, you can, say, hey, we've got H2O or Net 10 that we can put your service on for a good price. If they walk in with a T-Mobile phone, you've got Simple Mobile, Leica Mobile, Telcel. If they walk in with a Verizon phone, you've got Page Plus, Red Pocket. You could also put AT&T phones on Red Pocket. If they walk in with a Sprint phone, you can put them on Red Pocket or Net 10. So no matter what kind of phone, if your customer is walking in with an existing phone, you have a solution for them that you can activate their service on, which is probably going to save them lots of money, if they're coming from a contract plan. So let's just, for example purposes, say we're going to activate a Page Plus. So your customer comes in with a Page Plus phone, or they're going to buy, a Verizon phone from you to put on Page Plus. And as you can see, you can activate all of these services here, these amounts of money, I should say. $55, $69.95, $39.95, $29.95, and the $12 plan. So these are the different plans that you can activate. If you look in this column here, where I'm going down, it says plan cost, 55, 69, 39, 29, and 12. That tells you how much the plan costs for the month. This middle column, the Spiff amount column, tells you how much your instant Spiff is when you activate that line of service. So $30 on the $55 plan, $69 on the $69.95 plan, $15 on the $39.95 plan, $15 on the $29.95, and $5 on the $12 plan. So when you activate this line of service, your customer is going to give you, say, $55. You're going to take that $55 and you're going to stuff it in your pocket. What you're going to need on this portal to activate that service for the month is $30. Or I'm sorry, you get $30 as the instant Spiff. What you're going to need on your portal is this total column, is the $25. So whatever it says in this total column is how much you need on your portal to activate that service. Now Spiffs do change monthly, and each plan Spiff is going to be different. So right now, this is what the Spiffs are this month for Page Plus. Sometimes Spiffs are more, sometimes they're less, but they're always pretty good, and you always get them up front in your pocket. So if we wanted to look at, the different Spiffs that we have going right now, Simple Mobile has some awesome Spiffs. On a $40 plan, you get to keep $35. You only need $5 on your portal. So you can activate Simple Mobile $40 plans all day. All you need on your portal is $5. You put $100 on your portal, activate, 20 Simple Mobile plans, and, keep $35 off each activation. And I don't know about you, but I charge for my SIM cards, and I also charge an activation fee. So basically, we charge $19.99, and that includes the SIM card and the activation fee. And you are free to charge what the market will bear, or whatever you guys, whatever any other stores in your area are charging, or whatever you feel like you can charge, and be reasonable and still get customers coming in the door. Now, obviously, this works if the customer has their own phone. It also works if you're selling them phones, and we do wholesale phones here at Bargain Cellular as well. So don't hesitate to check out our inventory, what we have for wholesale. But that's basically how it works. And like I said, again, the Spiffs can change, and they can go up and down. They're usually pretty good. This is $35, basically any plan you activate for Simple Mobile right now. Just to take a look at some of the other ones, we looked at Page Plus. We'll look at what H2O is doing right now. They've got 10, 10, 10, 10 right now. Like I said, these do change. As a matter of fact, I think this $10 is wrong on H2O. I think it's actually at least 18, and maybe this hasn't been changed over in our test account yet. So I'll have to look at that when I jump off this video. Let's take a look at Red Pocket and see what Red Pocket's doing. Red Pocket's 18 across the board, 18 and 20 down here. Nice thing about Red Pocket, though, you can activate all 4 different kinds of services. So you can do AT&T, that's GSM-A, that's be an AT&T phone. CDMA-S, that would be a Sprint phone. CDMA-AV, that would be a Verizon phone. And GSM-T, that would be a T-Mobile phone. And of course, you also have the Red Pocket 4G mobile internet. And we sell, the internet-only data cards as well for Red Pocket. So you have to buy your SIM cards from Bargain Cellular in order to use this portal. We assign the SIM cards into your inventory, and then when you go to activate a line of service, you put the SIM card in. So let's kind of go through a mock activation a little bit. So let's say we're going to do a simple mobile. And just for, purposes of this video, let's say we're going to do a simple mobile $25 plan. So you would hit next, and you would hit the SIM. You would put the SIM card number in. Unfortunately, I do not have a portal SIM card with me. I'm going to put a SIM card that I have just to show you what's going to happen if you use a SIM card that is not assigned to you through us. You'll please click here for activation, and it says SIM does not exist. So this SIM card does not exist in this test account's inventory. So all the SIM cards that you buy from us, they'll be assigned directly to your portal and to you for activation purposes. So if you don't have one assigned from us, you won't be able to activate. Unless you're talking about a Page Plus, you don't need any SIM cards for Page Plus. Although you can now activate the Page Plus 4G LTE phones, which do require SIM card, and we do have those SIM cards as well. But for example, say you wanted to activate this this Page Plus $12 plan, and it was just a regular 3G phone, you'd pick the plan, you'd hit next. You would put in the hex number. I'll just make one up. You would click please check here and validate. Once you get a good hex number, you put in your zip code. If you wanted to try to get a suffix and prefix that you wanted, you would just type that in there to see if you could get it. If you were porting a number, you would click on the port button. That means, bringing a number from a different carrier. You would need to fill out all this information correctly and then click activate. If you were not porting a number, you would just leave it like that and you would click activate. And I'm not going to click activate because at the time you click activate, if this all goes through, it's going to pull the money from your balance right here. So I'm doing a $12 plan. It would pull that $12 off of my balance. If the activation did not go through, it would initially pull the money, but if the activation for some reason didn't go through, or they found that this wasn't a legitimate phone, or for whatever reason it didn't go through, it would actually put the money back into your balance. So that's how you do activations in the portal. And of course you would get a complete tutorial, and you would always be able to call us at any time if you had any questions about activations or needed any walkthrough or personal hands-on training with this. Now say you just wanted to, customers come in, they want to pay their phone bills. So you could top up all of these different services in your activation portal and your top-up portal. So people coming in with any of these plans, T-Mobile, Ultra Mobile, Simple Mobile, Total Call, Red Pocket, Pure, any of these plans, you'd be able to, take their payments for them. And basically how you do this is you could do it one of two ways. You could click on Express Plans, and you would select the one that you wanted, and then you would hit Express Checkout, and you would get a PIN number to load. You could also do real-time, what they call real-time recharge. If you click on the logos here, it's going to bring up these plans easier to see for you. You could see you could buy PIN numbers, and some of them you can also do RTRs. And what an RTR basically is where you select, for this one, you would select the amount of money you wanted to load. You would enter the customer's phone number. So you would say, I want to load 20 bucks on this phone number. And then you would hit Express Checkout or Add to Cart. You could also view the plan information. Well, this one, it's obsolete because you're telling it how much money you want to add. But say if you clicked on this $15 one, you could say view plan information, and it would tell you exactly what you get with that plan. For some reason these AT&T ones aren't coming up, so let's look at a different one. Not all of them have real-time real charges, but a lot of them do. So say if we wanted to click on this, we wanted to view the plan, it tells you the $12 plan gives you 250 talk minutes, 250 text messages for 30 days. And if you run out of that, it charges you 5 cents a minute to keep talking if you had that money on your balance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy a pin because I want you to see exactly what happens. So you could change the quantity if you wanted more than one. I'm going to go to Express Checkout. Now you get a customer receipt which has the PIN number on it right there. So you could print this out and give this to the customer and they could load their own plan. In our store we load them for the customers always. This tells you exactly how to load it, or how it tells the customer how to load it. We usually do it through, our portals. You also get a merchant copy if you want this for your records. It basically tells you exactly how much the PIN cost. It tells you what your discount rate is. Your discount rate here is $11. So your discount amount, dollar amount, was $1.10. So what you actually paid for this was only $8.90. So even though it's a $10 PIN, only $8.90 came off of your balance right here, not the full $10. Okay, so then you could reprint that. So I didn't really need that PIN, or say I bought that PIN by an accident. I want to show you how easy it is to return the PIN. So you could go into your recent transactions and you could look at your recent purchases, and this is showing this PIN right here that I just bought. It shows the time that you bought it at. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to void this off because I don't really want this PIN. I'm going to say you can pick the reason: wrong PIN, PIN not needed, defective PIN, whatever you want. I'm going to say PIN not needed. And it says right here that that return was approved. Okay, and then you can see that that balance, that money went back on my account right here. So you can look at your recent activations, if you've done any activations, your recent purchases, and your recent returns. So I, am using this as a test account. So we buy and return some pins, and this is going to show probably your last 2 days worth of purchases, depending on how many you've had. You can also assign users. Say you don't want all your clerks to have the same login because you want to know who's buying what out of the portals. So you could go to my account, you could go to user manager, and you could go add new. And let's say and the password has to be 8 letters. It has to have 1 capital letter and at least 1 number. I always put my email address in for all my clerks because I want, anything that's happening to come to me. You can make them a clerk or you can make them a manager. Managers can activate other users, clerks cannot. And you can decide whether or not you want them to be able to return pins or not return pins. I'm going to make them a web user, and then you just hit submit and it says user created. Now if you ever wanted to deactivate a user because they weren't working for you anymore, all you would have to do is hit deactivate and hit submit. Then that user goes away. You also can sell international top-ups in the portal. And international top-ups are for people maybe here in the United States that have loved ones or family members or friends that are in other countries. And you can basically load those phone numbers from here in the other countries. So if you had someone that had family members or friends in Guatemala, they could actually put time on their loved ones' phone numbers right here from the United States. You also have long distance. where you can, instead of buying a calling card, you could load your local phone number with money to be able to make long distance phone calls. And we like Boss Revolution. We use that a lot. It's basically, you would just put in the amount of Boss Revolution that you wanted to add on the account, and then you would put the phone number in and hit Express Checkout. The nice thing about this is everything you do, it's going to show you what your percentage is that you're making. You can also find carriers. Say if you want to do top-ups, you wanted to load a Red Pocket, you didn't want to scroll, you could start typing in Red Pocket and it'd bring the carrier up for you. You could either buy Express this way. If you wanted to see it bigger, click on the logo, which is nice for Red Pocket since they do, you know, the AT&Ts, the T-Mobiles, the Sprints, and the Verizon, and you have to make sure you buy the right plan. So you click on the logo, and it brings up all the plans in nice order, of alphabetical order. So remember, you can buy a PIN number, or you could do, oh, I guess you can't do real-time, real charge with Red Pocket. You can only buy a PIN. So some of them, you're right here, you'll see in this space next to PIN, you'll see RTR. You'll be able to do what's called a real-time, real charge. Well, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial of the portal. Like I said, if you have any questions that you need answered about the portal, you can always reach us at 1-888-807-0089. Again, that's our toll-free number, 1-888-807-0089. Well, we'd be happy to go through the portal with you live. If you wanted to do a screen share live, we could answer any of your questions, and we can also let you know what we have as far as unlocked phones that go with all of these plans. Once again, this is Tracy with Bargain Cellular. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to show you our Upfront Spiff portal, and we hope to work with you guys very soon.